When you consider that tonight, it's basically going to be all about the women's eliminator matches to determine who goes to Evolution on Saturday night, July 12th in Atlanta. This should be one hell of a doozy. Winner, there are 8 women who are going to be battling tonight. Jordan Grace, Jada Parker, Lola Vice, Thea Hale. Who was else in this? Oh, Kalani Jordan, Lash Legend. Yeah, because you had to cheat, bitch. Like a cum barfing gutter slut. Again, had to cheat. I mean, imagine if on July 12th, the rest of Fatal Influence are handcuffed to a ring post. Regardless of who wins this little 8-woman eliminators tournament. Zarya, I forgot about her. Yes, triple. Goes to Evolution on July 12th. And the matchups are as follows. Lash Legend against Kalani Jordan. Zarya against Izzy Dane. Lola Vice against Jordan Grace. Thea Hale against Jaya Parker. Which 4 are going to face off in the Fatal 4-Way, and then which one is going to Evolution in Atlanta? And we're kicking it off with Jada Parker against Thea Hale. And speaking of the devil, Hale jumps up, gets a jump on her. And who blamed Thea for this? Parker throws Hale into the ring. Okay, now we're underway. That's pressed by Hale. Okay, good. 5-3 Miami. That's good. Parker hammering away on Hale now. And Parker just stretching Hale's arms out. And in my view, I think that is a fair assessment because you got to keep in mind the only reason JC Jane is NXT Women's Champ is because of interference from the rest of Fatal Influence, Jasmine Minks and Fallon Henley. High cross body. Going for an exploder, and she got it. Cover 1, 2, nope. In fairness, with how dysfunctional Chase U has been lately and since their reinstatement, I can't blame Booker for saying that. Side slam by Parker, kick out by Hale. Now, step on the neck, on the back. down to a front chin in a reverse into a sleeper hold. Jada with the chin lock. Hale getting suffocated. Hale trying to fire back. Gets loose with an arm drag, but he tries to get loose with an arm drag, but Jada's not letting go of that strangle. Crank the neck, cover, 2, nope. Yeah, weathering the storm early, trying to get free, and finally does get loose. Chop to the throat. Snap suplex by Jada with the release. Inverted suplex. 1, 2, nope. For a straight vertical suplex. Instead, Hale gets out of it. Clothesline. And shoulder first into the steps goes Jada. Parker in control. Drives Hale into the buckle. Two, nope.
For a limited time, create your own concept and spicy creamy sauce, which happens to pair perfectly with our new potato. All serving just 12.
Hale in control.
Cute, but can I take you wider? It's not your fault. Team yellow at time. Just like
Cobra Twister. Now they're exchanging positions in the Cobra Twist. Hale gets out. Blocks a turnbuckle shot. Elbow shot to the face. He's a Jada. Slams Jada's face into the buckle. Irish whip. Reverse into an ankle lock. But it's a kick to the rib instead. Elbow to the back. Cover, 2, nope. Stack by Hale and a kick out by Parker. Shot to the midsection. Right hand. Headbutt by Thea Hale. Clubbing blow to the face. Back elbow misses. Uh-oh. I think we know what's coming. Right to the gut. And Jada Parker is high stepping, probably setting up for no, it's blocked. No, Hale blocks it. Hypnotic. What's he going? Kimura. And Jay is trapped like a rat. Parker trying to get free, trying to drag herself to the ropes. She's got the greater body weight, which gives her a maneuverability leverage. Hale rolls her back, and now sits on it. This is bad. Wait, stop. Kimura's continue to be cinched in. She gets up on her knees. And drives Thea into the corner. Hale goes back to the Kimura. But again, Parker drives her into the corner. And again to the Kimura. Parker down on one knee. She tapped the ref, didn't see it. Ref didn't see it. But he didn't see it. Hypnotic. Give me a fucking break. 2. Jay's moving on to next week's Fatal 4-Way. The problem is the referee didn't see it. He wasn't in a good position, and Jada took advantage of that. But whether we like it or not, Jada Parker's moving on to next week's Fatal 4-Way. Home run Soto, and the Mets get their first run in quite a time. The guy they struggled against considerably last year.
But I'm still the ruler, and that's not going to change anytime soon. John? G? I'm not leaving these guys tonight. Well, you're going to be one broke ruler.
Fuck you, Trick. That's our main event tonight. 6-man tag action. But up next, Blake Monroe, FKA Mariah May, signs her NXT contract. Or tonight, never mind. Next up, Kalani Jordan versus Lash Legend. Kalani has been in a massive downward spiral since Halloween Havoc, if one were to ask me. Legend, on the other hand, after the breakup of the Metaphor, or a couple of months back, has been trying to push her way into the front line. Here we go. And Legend shoves Jordan down. Jordan fires back with a clubbing shot. And she gets in with a gut shot. Why are we trying to be cute here? Just be fucking aggressive at the plate on the mound and show aggression, not cowardice. Nice senton by Kalani. Bunt by White. Couldn't answer to go back. Seriously, can the Mets show a little more aggression on the mound instead of being pussyfoot cutesies trying to paint the corner? Suplex attempt. Kalani floats over. Looking for the run. She got it. And a drop kick sends Legend out of the ring. Kalani going for the outside moonsault. She got it. And it's no split screen, so I'm free to do what I want at the moment. Good. Oh my. Which is false, as Domino's never had stuffed crust until this year. Oh, by the way, even though I'm not doing a Met game tonight, they got on the board first. How about it? Here's it.
Gets under one to deep center field. That goes Thomas. Warning crash near the wall. And it's out of here. Now and ahead of the 0-2. And he flies one out to right.
waiting almost a month to break that fucker in. And yes, I know it's a wrestling broadcast, but you guys know I can get distracted pretty easily with Met games. Guess Roberts wanted to hold off on using. Oh, it was only one inning tonight for Shohei. Somehow that makes sense. I only had a 14-minute video last night.
Next week. This is nice. This is nice. It's all coming through. Connect first. Unpack later. Set up in minutes with self-install prospect.
Be there for you. Not the biggest friend of fans, to be honest. Back to the live action. Jaya with a delayed vertical suplex. Jordan countered, or Lash tried a delayed vertical suplex. Jordan countered into a small. Kalani countered into a small package and got a 2 count. Kalani trying to fight back. Clubbing shot to the back. Shot to the shoulder to the midsection. Up and over, sunset flip attempt by Jordan. Lash trying to fight it. She's got her hand, but she recoils. Uh-oh. Oh! And a jumping knee strike. 1, 2. Nope. Very resilient by Jordan. But how long can she hold out is the question. Power Dominator? No, it looks like a backbreaker of sorts. And the neck. And Kalani is basically being stretched like a rag doll here. Jordan breaking free, or trying to. Gets back on her feet. Code breaker! Legend gets a first forearm shot by Jordan. Goes from another direction, does it again. It's clothesline. Going for sliced bread. Connie going up. Could be the Phoenix Splash. Can she get it? No, it's a 5-star frog splash. 1, 2. Nope. Now Connie going after the leg. Cartwheel escape. But she gets waffled with a forearm shot, this Jordan. It's countered by Jordan. One of a kind split leg moonsault blocked and countered. Not super dangerous backdrop. Kalani counters it. 1, 2, no. Phoenix or Frog? For 15, she got knee in the gut. And just like that, Lash Legend qualifies for the Fatal 4-Way. 2 down, 2 to go. And Kalani's downward spiral continues. Two months ago at Stand Deliver, the D'Angelo family broke apart. Stacks turning on Tony D'Angelo. But at Battleground, it was never the case, as Luca would distract the Don and screw him, albeit inadvertently. If Beatty wasn't injured, I would say San Mauricio back down. Or at the very least, start Acuna. Luis Angel, that is. Here's my problem with doing 3 shows in the same day. You're stretching your talent thin. Tyrone blasts one, right center, or well, it's more like a pop-up. And that's going to drop for a hit. And it scores 2. More like it's only scored 1 from my viewpoint, but whatever. It wasn't even that deep of a fly ball. Just hung up too much, and no one got it. Nonetheless, Mets are now up 3. Hopefully by now, Mendoza's gotten his head out of his ass, knowing how much the stakes have been raised this week because of his blunders over the weekend.
Sadly, windshield chips. Can turn into windshield crack. They should go to SafeLight.com and schedule fix and mix. Sweet. SafeLight can come for free. And
at least these guys are starting to get some hits off Schwellenbach. To the Lindor. And he chases one up and out, strike 3. Went after the high cheese instead of just laying off. Let the Mets get 2 more. 3-0 New York.
Bleeding is the worst. But now, there's Spruce. You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead leads in 1 day. And it's safe for use for people and pets. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass.
The origins of Wits End. Recollections.
That's why I cut my car in. This year, let's cut even more things to show people how much they can save. Let's cut the face. All of our humps. Let's cut the top off of our steering wheel. It's even cut. It's not just a visor. Shut up, Chris. Great. And let's see what's up on the building is in
And in Jenny's case, they wound up in her kidneys, causing rapid deterioration. And unfortunately, she died. For those wondering what that other little extra noise is, I'm also kind of listening to an old audio drama I listened to as a kid called Adventures in Odyssey. They're going through the early albums again this month. Specifically, we're on the episode Recollections. Long story short, it's a flashback episode that tells the origins of how Wits End came to be. But right now, let's get back to the ring. In other words, severe kidney deterioration. And a rapid clip, too.
See, listen, I don't know what the hell's going on right now. I'll just step out down myself. Whatever. All I want from Luca is his trust and his loyalty.
Can't blame him.
And I'm not kidding. So, Luca, you're going to get your ass up, man.
If this is where Luca finally turns on the Don, about fucking time, as far as I'm concerned. And here comes Luca. Yes.
Listen to me. You're gonna like to me, and you're gonna like to all these people out here. Tony, I'm not lying to you. Okay. Then what happened with June Stacks in the desert? I told you. We got SUV, 2 guys zip-tied me. They put me in the trunk of a car. I don't know how long I was in there for, but then they stopped. They let me out. But what he say to you? Stacks looked me in my eyes and told me it was my lucky day. Then he takes my phone. He leaves. Tony, there wasn't a human sight. Okay, let's say I believe you. But you came off the background and stared at me like an idiot.
True.
Can I trust you? You're damn right you can.
I don't.
See, I didn't know what to do. We lost this stand and delivered. You were pissed. I didn't know if I was going to make it out of the desert alive. Tony, I'm a consigliere. I'm supposed to advise people, tell people what decisions to make and what decisions not to make. This is the first time since joining the family that I have to make a decision on my own. See, and this is usually my salary. I know it's hard for me. Listen, they say that makes me a lot. So I want you to look me in my face right now and tell me.
We find out in the episode Clara during album 28, Welcome Home, in the time in between Jenny's death and him purchasing Wits End, he had gone to Nebraska to visit Jack Allen, who was running an orphanage. And here comes Stax, and had taken a shining to a girl named Clara. However, when he went to adopt Clara, someone else had beaten him to the punch. Jack had promised Clara to another young couple beforehand, and this led to a bit of a souring in the relationship between Jack and Wit. This ain't good if you're Luca, if you're the Don. I wouldn't be too surprised if Luca turns on him right here and now tonight. No.
There's a reason I saved you from the desert of Vegas.
3, 2, 4, 3, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, wait! Oh no! Stack inadvertently got me! Look at got Tony by accident! It was an accident, Tony!
TNA World title on the roots. We've been through a lot. The whole head is a lot of the selfie. Most of all, the place where I was wrong was listen to me. Say that we got my right. Wouldn't you, Mr. Glossman? So it's nice. This is preposterous. 3 first class, 2 yellow, what's that?
Sadly, if you thought that was the end of the debate as for what was the deal with the Fillmore Rec Center, now rechristened Wits End, it was just the beginning for this. That was the domino that kicked off one of Odyssey's more renowned early story arcs, the Blackguard Chronicles. Named so after basically Philip Blossman's boss, the villainous Dr. Regis Blackguard, a criminal mastermind under the guise of a philanthropic child psychologist. Basically, he's Wit's antithesis in every possible way. The difference is he's also interested in biological terrorism, or rather was, as he died many years later. And by my calculations, with the way AIO puts out their content on the radio anyway, volumes 2 and 3 in July, start of June, end of June, start of July, 2 and 3 in June through July, 3 to 4, start of 4 in August, 4 and 5 in August, 6 and 7 in September, 7 in October, November. It's going to be at least until next year, until we get to basically what serves as the conclusion of that arc, album 25, Darkness Before Dawn. And that's at best. Because we're now back in the 12 album time storylines, which basically carry over from this album to album 57, called something more. Album 58 was Ties That Bind. It was the biggest album of all at 14 episodes. And then they started cutting costs by doing just 6 episode albums at a time. Case in point with the one that's running in the Adventure Club, exclusive Adventure Club, on Thursdays right now, 11th Hour, which will not air on public radio until around October. Come on, Pete, whack it. Show me a blue ball, you mofo. Seriously, Soto? Idiot.
The rules of underwater basket tennis that doesn't mean it doesn't work.
Police say a man threatened to shoot people downtown. He's accused of doing it. Police think he was serious tonight.
This Saturday, NASCAR's Xfinity. Why'd you try to take second, Pete? Twice in this at that. Dumbass. They just stay put.
Mr. Chase.
It's about time they got out of the frat boy mindset.
While everybody else gets to relax. Chase University has a strict curriculum. Sorry, Mr. Chase. One second. I'm saying, at Chase University, we lead by example. And while our teaching methods may not be traditional, we do take great pride in the fact that how often do we need to be ready to lead black and red? Chase University should be your priority. Be prepared to hear things you don't want to hear, and be prepared to thrive under pressure. Just one more, folks. This is a teachable moment. Chase U doesn't adjust to you. You have to adjust to Chase U. Because if you want to make it in this world, you have to just learn. You have to get tough.
Damn.
Don't sweat it out. Don't sweat it. What a shame, Chase. What a shame. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Maybe that's ain't my boy. That move, my boy. Nobody like this guy. Nobody. Well, we'll talk about that later. Someone who nobody likes is an honorary champion, Ethan Page. Let's go back 2 weeks ago, right here. Huge trauma to his legs. He's see the watch. They're using the PMT scan. We understand that Ricky Sainz is expected to be cleared next week for return to
Ooh. That's gotta hurt for Ricky.
You mess Ricky. A little bit. To be honest, boys, this
There's the Brad Baylor, Ricky Smokes, Jackson Drake, and All Ego Ethan Page.
You seriously haven't learned your lesson yet, have you? Well, if you want to get to Ethan Page, you're going to have to go through WWE Evolve's hottest effect. The group taking over Wednesday nights on Tubi. Danny. Let's go, bro. Yeah, good. Damn, Ricky. Why are you always so angry, bro? You need to just
Shut up, Adonis.
honestly, I just think me and you had a lot in common. But until you can't talk no more. What's up, bro? What you trying to do? Take a look around. It's a numbers game. And the odds is not in your favor. I'd say in your favor either, Playboy. See you real soon.
Here she comes. Up next, Blake Monroe makes it official. Let's do this, bitch. The contract's signed, not anything else. Our second thought, let's just do Elijah. Time to walk with Elijah. I thought it was Casey's. Who wants to walk with Elijah? And here they come. Josh Briggs and Yosuke Inamura. And again, Peterson can't get a 1-2-3. Some of the Met pitchers have been having trouble with the last handful of games. No clean innings.
Did they just hop from a baseball game to a show on Max without leaving their TV? It's like all their apps and channels are connected.
All connected. Shows, movies, sports, cooking shows.
Is she talking to us?
Still, how does DirecTV put all your favorites on one home screen? Uncanny content sessions with them to watch history. Mind control.
We recently electrocuted introducing genre packs starting at $34.99. Well, I for one am intrigued. Irresistible blend of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt. He's perfect for adding flavor your way. Let's your way to hands. Hey, watch it. It's from Gillette Labs. This 3 bar releases trapped hairs from my face. Game changer. Well, flex this contours to it. So the 5 blades can get virtually every hair in one stroke. For the ultimate Gillette shaving experience. The best today can get Gillette Labs. My oldest daughter, she came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. Me and the pharmacist got so tough. She said, "But we saved you a lot of money. Save that extra $200-$300 a month. You know, you do the math. The money we're able to save with using GoodRx, we're able to do all these extra activities to go to sleep. So it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our bodies."
It's native. Native is made with 9 clean ingredients and is good for your skin without leaving white marks or residue. 72-hour odor protection that cares for skin isn't a myth. It's native. Many people told us they had stuffed crust pizza from Domino's before. Only Domino's has never had stuffed crust before. Pizza. Until now. Introducing Domino's new and first ever stuffed crust pizza. Try one for the first time tonight.
It's like we've told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need.
Come on, get Olsen out, David.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty.
I made the decision to move here to
Damn it. Getting too fucking cute with these pitches. And he does, thankfully. Ground ball to short. Lindor fires over to the second to get the force out. But the Mets do cough up one. The Mets lose tonight, the saving grace that Philadelphia got clobbered by the Marlins tonight, 8-3. In the second of their little 4-game fiasco. Out. There's Tavian Heights, Javon Evans, Ren Sinclair. Yikes.
Just so I wanted to say, lovely, see money. Look, see, we don't want to be in the group anymore. I want you to learn free. Right, you know what? Seeing as you keep getting involved in the QCC all of a sudden, you find yourself a nice new friend there. How about this? You and Tavion in a match. If Tavion wins, well, he's out of the group. You mean? Yeah, why not? No, that's not cool, bro. That means you're going to be staying with OG for a little more. Not this time. Not for us. Let's see. Sean, you need a hug.
Real uber funny, guys. Real funny. Signing her NXT contract later on tonight is Blake Monroe, FKA Mariah May. But for now, let's get to our 6-man tag match. Which means Jordan against Zarya is our main event. I think against Lola is our main event. And here come First Class, Casey Navarro. AJ Francis with Casey Navarro. Fuck him. I mean, AJ's a nice guy out of the ring, but he's a jackass once he gets in it. Yeah, fucking. Here comes Wesley. Wes, of course, no stranger to TNA talent. He was part of years part of the Rascals alongside Zachary Wentz and Trey Miguel before he decided to break it off. Fuck that trick. 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 And of course, here comes the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, Trick Williams. But I'm going to say this. He's going to be in for a mess of trouble between now and Slammiversary. It's only because of first class he got out of Against All Odds with the title in hand. It's because of First Class he got out of NXT with the title in hand days prior to Against All Odds. And it's been almost 2 weeks since Against All Odds. So the question is, what does TNA Director of Authority, Santino Marella, have planned heading into July 20th, the UBS Arena in the Almont District of Long Island at Slammiversary, in the home of the Islanders. We have the New York Islanders. Kick to the thighs of Inamura by Lee. Side headlock. Drop kick again to the knee. Big shoulder tackle by Inamura. Tag made to Briggs. Briggs to the cover. 1, 2. Nope. Tag made to Francis. It's a blind one. Turn around, Josh. And he gets shoulder tackled by the former football player. But he takes a boot to the gut. Here comes Trick. Back side slam. Splash. Tag made to Elijah. Shot. And I'm going to be blunt. The only way you're getting that belt off Trick at Slammiversary, which is the soonest that thing is coming off him, which is the longest I have Trick holding that belt hostage for, is one way. KOTM. King of the Mountain match. The reverse ladder match that was synonymous for the early days of Slammiversary before Eric Bischoff and Hulk Hogan decided to get rid of it due to its convolution. Leapfrog by Trick. Flying clothesline by Elijah. Gonna walk with Elijah. Meteor old school style. 1, 2, nope. If you ask me, it should be Santana going after that title, not. And again, Peterson can't get the clean inning. That's been the problem with Met starters and pitching as a whole. No clean innings lately. They can't seem to get a 1, 2, 3. Get clean 1, 2, 3 inning. As of late. Down he goes. Double play. Elijah with the elbow drops. Ow. Let's not kid ourselves. I don't see. It makes no sense for either Briggs or Inamura to get the title shot against Trick. If it's Elijah, that's one of 3 other guys that could get it. Give the other 3 to Mike Santana, Frankie Kazarian, and Sayers and this man. And this man. And all I gotta do to mention him is simply put, say his name. Hopkins. You get the joke. I mean, seriously, if Trick has to defend it in the King of the Mountain match, those are the four he's got to do it against. 3 baby faces and a heel. As an added bonus, High Rise and First Class need to be barred from ringside. For those wondering what the fuck is a King of the Mountain match? Well, from 2004 to 2009, it was the marquee match of Slammiversary. Basically, it's a 5-man reverse ladder match with a lot of bells and whistles. Here are the rules. All 5 men will fight each other in the ring at the same time. If you get a pinfall or submission over your opponent, then you qualify to grab go to the timekeeper's table and grab the title. Then you get a ladder, set it up, climb it, and you're eligible to hang the title from the hook above, from the trapeze above the ring. But what happens to the guy you pin? Well, he gets put in a Shark Tank cage called the penalty box for 2 minutes. Now, the same rule applies to you if you get pinned. If you get pinned, you go in the box for 2 minutes. At any given time, pinfalls and submissions do count anywhere around the ring. The first person to climb up the ladder and hang the title will leave as the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Simple as that. Francis with the cover. Nope. Inamura trying to fire back from the bulky bastard that is Francis. Knife edge chop. Right hand, another chop. Long for right chop to the. Goodbye. And Taylor crushes one for the Mets, 4-1. Towards Hank Aaron Terrace.
As Silva gets under one to deep center field, that goes Thomas. Warning track near the wall, and it's out of here.
Anyway, poetry in motion, back elbow drop, Inamura covered, leg is hooked, and a near fall. Left center shot. Ow, my neck. Shallow fly to left, and it's going to be Riley who catches it. Pop. Damn it. Inamura spin cycle power slam. When is he going to stop? Got him. Will be Briggs or Elijah who makes the tag. Who gets the tag here? It's Briggs. Here comes Trick, and he gets a boot to the face. Duck of the clothesline. Duck of the clothesline again. Forearm shot by Briggs. Tag me. Here comes Elijah. A man who many believe was screwed at against all odds. Back elbow shot. Head face first into the buckle, and Elijah just chopping away. And justifiably so, I believe that Elijah was screwed at against all odds. Similar how in 2021, they had to find a way to get the Impact, the title back from both Christian Cage and Kenny Omega, and then later Christian Cage, pinfall broken up. Though most of it was Kenny. And now all 6 in the ring. And that was back in 2021, when very few no fans were permitted at the time. West goes up and over. Trick gets a spin kick. Up and over goes Francis, but he's not out. Knee shot sends him off the apron. And Briggs inadvertently got Trick. Me and Lee inadvertently got Trick as Briggs pushed Elijah out of the way. Elijah throws West in the high rise. Briggs off the top. And Inamura go fly. Go. Oh my God! If this doesn't put Inamura in front of the front of the line at the back, I don't know what does. I think Inamura just got himself a TNA World title shot. And just look at this. Boom! And I would not mind Trick Williams versus Inamura at the Great American Bash, but only if it bleeds into the 4 men I mentioned getting a title shot at Slammiversary. Up next, Zarya in action. What the hell is Tam Paxley doing out there? Creepy. This week, on the weekend of July 11th, it's a triple header on the 12th. Great American Bash, Saturday afternoon. Then Saturday night's main event and Evolution Simul streaming. I'm going to be more, and for those wondering which of the two I'm going to do, I'm more interested in main event than I am with the former than I am with the latter. Oh, Evolution's on July 13th, excuse me. So I'm not infallible. Oh, but deal with it.
He said it works by targeting what's causing my obstructive HCM. Camzyos is used to treat adults with symptomatic obstructive HCM. Camzyos can improve your symptoms and ability to be active. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with a serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help if you have new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor
I ask why you're trying to play cute with this, David? We're one pitch from a clean inning, you dumbass. Roll the dice and throw him a smoker. Shit. Well, that works. So we got a clean inning.
Well, how about I get able to get you a match instead? Huh? Tony, what are you doing? I don't want to face that. Because you're working with him. Stop accusing me.
Tony, I can tell that you're fed up from whatever happened, but I can't give him enough hit stats anyways.
Oh, because you're working with him, huh? What's wrong with you?
No, I'm the GM. I'm not working with him. Stats already has a match next week against Noam Dar for the Heritage Cup.
Why does he get a cup match?
Because he mentioned the last person he beat was a former Heritage Cup champion. And because his consigliere signed off on it.
It's what? Tell me, I swear I had nothing to do with this. Tell me. Gee, you can check it out.
Oh boy. In any case, schedule eliminator number 3. And here comes the Australian monster, Zarya. Accompanied by North American Women's Champ, Sol Ruka. Here comes Izzy Dane of the Calling. Let's see if the chairwoman can impress the chairman of NXT. Yes, I know. Bad joke. Who blame them? Alonzo's going to stay put this time. He learned his lesson. In the meantime, Dane going to work on Zarya with those kicks. Yeah, Jakar was released weeks ago. Right hand shot by Dane. Zarya with the rights. Dane fires back. And again. And again. Scissor bicycle kick by Zarya, knocks Dame into the corner. Body splash. Into a suplex. 1, 2, nope. And double play ball. Two, nope. Let's see, get the joke. Sorry, just throttling Izzy. There's a lion. Lonzo got caught out the bag. Or reckless pace right now. Tim White. Admittedly, that's not entirely wrong. Zarya and Dame firing off at each other. Dame trying to escape, gets a back elbow. Go to the gut. That chin lock is staying put, but Dame trying to claw her way out of it.
Native is made with 9 clean ingredients and is good for your skin without leaving white marks or residue. 72-hour protection that cares for skin isn't a myth. It's made.
Zarya now getting hit with back elbow shots by Izzy on the ropes. Swing neck breaker. Cover 1, 2, nope. I'm gonna need a haircut soon before I head to Tennessee next week. Swing neck breaker again. Nope. Zarya in trouble to get slingshot off the ropes.
The ABP, Hampton, this Saturday, Blazer, Pacific.
This week, we're hitting between both these women. Again, our general manager Ava for making this one of the Evolution Eliminators here tonight. Blake Monroe.
O'Connor roll attempt blocked by Izzy. Or is she going for a suplex? No, she's looking for a suplex. Zarya goes throat first into the corner as Izzy gets loose. Codebreaker. Charges into the midsection. Right hand. And a chop. A right hand. And a chop. Boot to the face. Scoop and a slam. Cover 1, 2. Kick out by Zarya. Well, Izzy is probably one of the few that can match Zarya power for power. Choke slam. Got it! Kawada stack. 1, 2. Nope. Up and over goes Izzy. If only briefly. Clothesline by Zarya sends Izzy down. And again. Pump kick. Tuesday, July 22nd, NXT and the CW live from Houston, Texas. Tickets on sale for the CW from Ticketmaster in the area. Big German by Zarya. Wait a minute, Tam Paxley. And Zarya just gets sky high. No! Izzy Dame is moving on. That leaves Jordan Grace and Lola Vice for the final spot in the Fatal 4-Way. And Tam Paxley has screwed it up again. Yes, that unfortunately did Zarya in, and Izzy Dame moves on to next week's Fatal 4-Way. The question is, who's going to round this thing out? Is it going to be Lola Vice, or is it going to be Jordan Grace? And Zarya is just scaring the shit out of him. What? Inamura is going to give the title shot to Briggs if he gets it? I actually don't mind that idea. Having Inamura go after the NXT title at the Bash and give Josh the TNA title shot at the Bash. I don't have a problem with that. But up next, it's our main event. Our main wrestling event, anyway. Lola Vice, Jordan Grace. The last slot in the Evolution Fatal 4-Way Eliminator match. Eliminator Fatal 4-Way.
Change your own career for the better.
Give me Jordan's old TNA theme back, please. I don't like this theme. Big Mama Pump entering the ring. For years, she served as a standard bearer in TNA. Knockout Tag Team Champion. 3-time World Knockouts Champion. How are things going to play out here tonight for Thick Mama Pump? For the Juggernaut. True. Great. Go behind by Lola. Jordan gets free. Side highlight by Jordan. Swing and a miss. Tiaris by Lola. Lola, a striker. But she's also agile as a cat. But the thing can be said about Jordan, but she's also technically sound and super strong. Up and over goes Jordan. Gets nailed with a kick to the gut. And now the Taekwondo background coming into play for Lola to drop Jordan in the corner. Butt buster. But who's getting that last spot next week? Connor. The sooner he can play again, the better. I mean, I get it's a day-to-day injury with him.
Your accessible blend of mild chilies, lime, and sea salt is perfect for adding flavor your way. What's your way to take it?
Can your pet absorb everything and stay fresh? Always loves home can. The only pet made with a flexible foam core and locks in blood and sweat on the top.
Toronto Box Night is done after this. This if you're Atlanta.
We all inherit things from our families, but what many of us don't, the wealth needed to buy our first home. Progressive wants to help, so we created a down payment assistance plan for first generation home buyers. Visit progressive.com/with
gives you a belief in yourself. It makes your goals seem realistic. I'm going to enter in my second year of my graduate program to become a health psychologist. With the education I'm getting currently, I can make a very big difference for myself, for my kids, and most importantly, for the community I live in. My return to school has made me a more confident person. North Carolina education lottery dollars are moving our students forward. The Queen Charlotte Fair is back, June 19th through July 5th. This year's fair is twice as big with twice the rides and twice the fun.
Located across from the Speedway.
If only Courtney Robert didn't have that payment to use it cost.
Celebrate summer at the Hendrick Summer Sales Event. Drive with ceiling up, low interest rates, or no payments.
That's why I don't trust Ryan resale.
Shop over 20,000 vehicles now at cars.com.
Just set his feet before throwing it. He would have gotten me out. Nope. Instead, he overshoots and Azuna's on second. 18 cinched in deep by Vice. Grace tries to get out. Well, at least Azuna's not going anywhere on that. Death Valley driver with a cartwheel by Grace and a forearm shot. 1, 2, Vice kicks out. Who's going to next week's event? Who's going to next week's Fatal 4-Way? Look at this. Nice slam by Grace. Vader bump caught. Triangle. Triangle. And this is the worst spot to be in when you're in a triangle choke. Jordan trying to get Grace and get Vice up. She does. Power bombs her and gets free. Send him for beast mode. I prefer calling it the Juggernaut driver, but whatever. Lola blocks it and then gets sent into the corner by Jordan. Chest smack. No kidding. Again, true. Going for another armbar attempt by Lola. Oh. Oh my God. There it is. Knockout kick. 1, 2. What? How the hell did Grace kick out of that? Back. Knockout blow got caught. Modified fisherman suplex by Grace. Beast mode. 1, 2. Jordan fills in the. Jordan Grace gets the last spot. So the last legend, Jada Parker, Izzy Dane, Jordan Grace in a fatal 4-way next week. The winner, July 13th, a date with Jasmine, with JC Jane over the NXT Women's title. Up next, our main attraction, the contract signing of Blake Monroe. Talking about dodging a bullet. Line out, pop up, line out. Good. I mean it. That's dodged a bullet right there. Kalani Jordan was overpowered by Lax Legend. And then, due to an inadvertent distraction by Tatum Paxley, Zarya got taken out by Izzy Dane. And that sets up next week's number one contenders fatal four-way. Who's going to Evolution on Sunday, July 13th at the State Farm Arena?
Remember what I told you? They're not your real friends. Now, see, you need your little TikToks. If they cared about you, Tatum, they would include you. I know.
Fuck you, Izzy. But now it's finally time. The contract signing of Blake Monroe, FKA Mariah May.
Thanks for calling Consumers Island, right number one in net coverage and customer satisfaction. My friend Lena asked you guys if it's way better personalized. Sounds like one that has a beat. A lot of gold range. Breaking up a little. Are you really ranked number one in coverage? Yep. And plans start at just $20. Oh, sport lessons for Linda. You're embarrassing yourself. Here's my phone. Switch to the carrier rank number one in network coverage satisfaction. Call or visit Consumers Island today. And over that hot dog, and make the heat to us. For limited time, Creator Pasta has a new spicy creamy sauce, which happens to pair perfectly with our new potato. All starting at just $12.99. Affecting your swing is hard. Nice shot.
Replacing your windshield doesn't have to be a fix now. Daily with flexible payment options. Only it's not. Please. Could you have some here? Sure. What's this?
9 fucking strikeouts in that batters. The only ones who haven't struck out are Alonso, Soto, and McNeil.
That should be your job. So it's
Everyone else has struck out at least once.
You're so right, Robert. Scratch that. It's not dog food. It's food.
yet another toothpaste that does not
They won tonight 10-6. I mean, they gave up 4 unanswered runs in the ninth, but they were able to hold the line. Marlins end the Phillies winning streak at 4 with an 8-3 win tonight. Three games in a row, the Yankees have been shut out, which is a shocker. I called the last game they scored any damn runs. Noam Dar will face Stacks for the Heritage Cup next week. 3 times. Next Tuesday, Heritage Cup. Stacks challenges Noam Dar. Can he get the title? I really am not comfortable with a gamble to bring Peterson back out there. I mean, I don't want him doing back-to-back complete games. I mean, this is the time where you bring in the back end of the pen. Also next week, for the TNA World title, Josh Briggs will challenge Trick Williams. And the field is finally set. The Women's Eliminator Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match. Winner goes to Evolution July 13th for the NXT Women's title. Is it going to be Parker, Dane, Legend, or Grace who goes to Evolution? Well, let's get to the contract signing. In my defense, I wouldn't really care for this.
Women's division in the hottest free agent in sports entertainment joins an already stacked women's roster and officially signed her NXT contract. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the ring the glamour Blake Monroe.
That's on the ass, bitch. That's on the ass. And here she comes. Another talent Tony Khan has squandered. And I mean really squandered. Just like with Ricky. Tony squandered him.
You've all gasped and glad for is finally here. This is the best women's division in the world. And I've been dreaming of popping into bed with the kind of talent in that women's locker room.
Yikes. Oh.
WWE has always been my dream. And now that I'm here, this division is all mine. Because the glamour raises the bar, turns heads, and redefines what it means to be a star. So, ladies, I'm sure you're listening. The spotlight is now firmly on the glamour. Blake Monroe.
Well, sign the contract already. And it is done. What the? Oh, for the love of fuck. Not these sluts again. And I put an emphasis on calling them sluts. Talk about a buzz killer. Can we get Pearson out of there and get Rossi or Stanek out there, damn it?
I've been running this division all year. Did we ever get any sort of celebration for it? Did we get anything? No. Sure as hell not for my NXT Women's North American Championship. Of course not. And ladies, I won't lie. It's impossible to keep our eyes off of you. Like, this is so cute. But if you really think you came here to take what Fatal Influence has built, then you're delusional. Oh dear. The rumors are true. Fatal Influence are as insecure as they are bitchy.
Oh, I love that.
Okay, alright. It's reality check time, sweetheart. This division doesn't need you. You're nothing more than another new flavor of the month. And I've seen people like you walk through that door time and time again. And you can try dating.
Shut up.
Have you ever tried this one?
Whoa! Uh-oh. But it's a 3-on-1 situation for the Glamour. Back fist, rolling elbow shot. Uh-oh. Table powerbomb time. And there she goes. Are you finally going to pull him, you gambling fool? And this is disgusting to go out on. Fatal Influence ruining the Glamour's moment. Fuck these whores. So who's coming in? Stanek, Brozabon? Better not be Edwin. Better not be Blackburn again after what happened last time. And it's too late to put Krennic into the game. Garrett. Okay, I don't have a problem with him. But it's been a week since he last went in. All right, Sean, the show's over. You're a little late for the show. going okay, but you're late for the show. It's over. They're going over what's happening next week. Going to happen next week. TNA World title match. Four-way match to see who goes to Evolution to face Jasmine JC Jane for the women's title. And blame me for putting this up on short notice. Anyway, that's it for tonight's show. Comment, like, share, and subscribe to myself and the rest of the ABSN. Goodbye. Good fucking night. Bang. I'll see you guys Saturday for Mets Phillies.